Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. I am so excited about today's video because in it I'm going to be reviewing what is hopefully the replacement concealer for our holy grail discontinued concealer, which was Lancome Mackie Complete. So since that was discontinued a few months ago, I have been frantically trying all kinds of other concealers to find a replacement that would look good, conceal dark circles and other discolorations under the eyes of more mature women who have like wrinkles and things under there. People of every age know that concealer just tends to settle in your creases, and I loved Mackie Complete because it was hydrating, it had great coverage, and it didn't settle in wrinkles, and that was awesome. And then they discontinued it and we were all crushed and walking around with not great looking under eyes for a little while. Well, the new concealer from Lancome is out. It's called Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. Retails for $29 for 0.43 ounces, and this comes in 20 shades. Now, I looked it up on the Lancome website and I was really happy to see that they had a mature model modeling the before and after on the concealer. And I was like, yes, Lancome, way to use someone who actually has wrinkles under their eyes to demonstrate your lack of creasing in your concealer. Now, we're not just going to take the marketing's word for it. Of course, we have to put it through the Angie test, looking at it in lots of different lighting conditions, trying it with different application methods. So what Lancome says about this is that it's a hydrating, lightweight, full coverage concealer that brightens dark under eyes and covers imperfections without creasing or caking. The packaging is nice. The doe foot is one of those larger, oversized doe feet. So I've worn this 3 or 4 times. I recorded 2 days. One of them I recorded on my phone for Instagram. The other one I recorded here in this filming space. Then I also recorded myself applying it this morning. And we're gonna put it through a 10-hour wear test today. All right, so today we're gonna try out the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer again. I've been layering it because I didn't feel like I was getting like super full coverage out of it before, so I'm just gonna dot it right under my eyes. You know, I use the least amount that I can get away with using. I thought I would apply with a brush today. I don't usually use a brush to apply my concealer. I usually use my fingers, but I'm gonna try it on this side anyway. This is the IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush, just because I've applied it with my fingers every other time. So this time I wanna go ahead and just try it with a brush and see how it blends in with a brush. I haven't used a sponge. I don't normally use a sponge when I'm applying concealer. The coverage looks really nice. Let me just take a look at it in my 10x mirror. Oh my goodness, that looks beautiful. Holy cow, is that ever smooth and gorgeous? Whoa, okay. Yes, love it. Look at this smooth, beautiful coverage. Holy cow. Check that out. Okay, look at this. Look at the comparison. Well, that was really perfect. The previous time I had built it up a little bit. I feel like this is better, just going right from the doe foot rather than building it up. I am just gonna go ahead and use my finger to do it this time. All right, this side also looks fantastic. So you can apply this with your fingers or with a brush. It looks great either way. Really smooth, really beautiful coverage. Really kind of digging it. So look, now that eye has nice, beautiful coverage as well. Yesterday, it performed much better when it was set with the setting powder. So I'm gonna go ahead and set both eyes today. The side with the setting powder looks way better than the side without the setting powder. The side without is a little bit worn off and a little bit creased and a little bit settled in the wrinkles, but this is the eye with the setting powder, and doesn't that look so good for 8 hours? Like virtually no creasing, hardly any wear, still looks good, still looks in place, especially from a distance, it looks really good. This side is a little bit more creased, a little bit more worn off, but it's not terrible for, you know, 8 hours with no setting powder. It actually looks pretty darn good. I don't use a lot. I just dip my brush in. This one has that nice little screen in there, and you can tap it right back off in there. And then I just press, and I make sure that I don't press inward. I press kind of pulling outward a little bit. And that way I don't press wrinkles into my concealer. All right, well, so far I think that looks perfect. So today I'm just gonna be recording the intro and the outro of this video, and I'm gonna be doing another 8 or 10 hour wear test on the concealer today. But it's going to be kind of a rough day for the concealer because it's hot today, 84 degrees. It's gonna be an outdoor sweaty test for this concealer today. I'm gonna be changing my clothes and unpacking some stuff. I've got to clean out one bay of my garage, clean my car. So I am going to finish my makeup, record the intro, then go and do that stuff, and I'll be back for a 5-hour check-in. So I will see you soon. Okay, yay, I've been waiting for the sun to come out so that I could do a check-in on the concealer today. The sun is right up there, so hard to see. Let me bring the camera in and I'll try to open my eyes a little bit so you can see the concealer. All right, hello, I'm back. It is time for the 5-hour check-in. I changed my clothes, went out and worked in the garden, worked in the garage, washed my car, did a whole bunch of other stuff, took the dogs for a walk, and now we're gonna check in on the concealer. My makeup has been put through the paces. It's hot out today. It's 85 and about 95% humidity, so the kind of day where your makeup would normally just like slide right off your face. And I feel like, you know, the whole face looks good, but we are here specifically to check on the under eye concealer. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me look at the concealer and tell you what I think. Oh my gosh, it looks so good, you guys. Yay, I'm so happy. You know, it's funny, this eye always wears not as good as this eye. Consistent today, but even the not good eye, it still looks like so good. So let's take a look at it up close and personal. Look at that concealer. Look how super smooth it is. Like, it is still in place. It's still covering everything. It's not settled in my wrinkles. It isn't giving me like the little shark bites. You know, I've done lots of concealer testing videos in the past, and just about every concealer I had ever used, including Mackie Complete, was breaking up and showing darkness at the inner corner by the 5-hour mark, no matter what. This one is not breaking up and not showing any darkness through at the inner corner at 5 hours. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, I would say when we look at it super up close that it's got some little micro crinkles in it, but based on the size of my actual wrinkles, the creasing of the concealer isn't bad. Like, not any way that it's making my under eyes look older or, you know, more wrinkled or cakey or anything. I think this looks really lightweight, really smooth. I am very, very happy with it overall. So yeah, I am digging the Lancome concealer. It still feels hydrating. It still feels lightweight. It hasn't budged. It hasn't oxidized, which is awesome. Some of the other concealers that I had liked were really oxidizy and would get much darker during the day, and that was not a good look. My under eyes still look nice and bright, and so all in all, I am very, very happy with this. All right, hey you guys, it's late. I am back. It is 11:30 p.m. 10.5 hours in this makeup, this concealer. Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. And let's see how it all held up. From a distance, my gosh, does it look perfect. Yep, I don't see any wearing off. It looks just applied. I'm like, wow, how is this possible? I've never had a concealer that held up this well for 10 hours. Like I said before, they're usually all broken down by 5 hours tops, and that's with a primer. This one, no primer, just a little setting powder, and wow, really good. So if I look at it up super close, again, a little dog fur on my nose. Always the dog fur on my nose. It's slightly more worn off on this eye than this one, but I wouldn't say that it's like worn off in a bad way. It doesn't look wrinkled or creased or cakey, doesn't feel dry, feels comfortable to wear all day, looks smooth. I mean, yes, my eyes look tired because it's 11:30 p.m., but the concealer is not doing anything to make my eyes look older, to make it look cracked. It's not settled in my lines. It's not settled in my creases, especially those little diagonal lines here. Always get settling there, no settling there. This eye, it's a little bit worn off, just the slightest bit, but for 10.5 hours, that little bit of wear is not bad. So I would say that this is pretty darn good stuff. Definitely, it's the best concealer I've ever tried. I mean, it's not just a one-day wear test. I've worn it 3 or 4 days, and every day it was great. The only day that this eye wasn't good is when I didn't set it. So definitely set it. It helps to set this one. It looks much better if you set it than if you don't, but you can wear it unset. You just won't get the same 10 hours of wear out of it. It will wrinkle up a little more. It will wear off a little more if you don't set it. It's not super luminous, so you know, it doesn't 100% need setting, but I just find that all concealers on me look better if I set them. So I always recommend setting. My 2 favorite under eye setting powders, if you're thinking of getting one, are the Honest Beauty Blurring Powder and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. This is so good. I think this is probably hands down the best concealer I've ever tried. I would say run, don't walk, and get yourself some of this to try. I've included links in the info box to everywhere that you can get it. So that's it for today's video. Oh my gosh, thank you Lancome for replacing a Holy Grail concealer with another Holy Grail concealer. So I tell you guys, this stuff is awesome. I have been so impressed by it every single time I've used it. I felt like it's hydrating. I felt like it's smoothing. I felt like the wear is really good. You know, it doesn't make your wrinkles disappear, but no concealer is going to do that. It just looks so good on the skin. You have to try it. So I highly recommend this. I think this is definitely my new Holy Grail. I know I was using that Dior concealer before this. The Dior was pretty good, but it doesn't really compare to this one. This one is really just top notch and my new Holy Grail. So absolutely love it. So if you enjoyed this thorough review of this new concealer, go ahead and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That helps my channel to grow. So as always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.